So this is basically, I'm going to give it a real basic. I want it to be a basic class for you guys, so that, and it's not a lot less thinking. So if you're first time to yoga, or any beginners out there, just indulge in moving your body. If you've been sat at a laptop or a laptop like this all morning, then your poor body is needing this. Okay, so I want us to just come into our bodies, into this space, into the ground. So if you're just arriving, we haven't begun yet. I just want you to step to your mat or step to your space if you don't have a mat. Just allow the arms to relax alongside your body. Close down your eyes. So we're starting standing, as though if you've been sat down, I want to get you off your seat, into your body, out of your head, out of your working mind, or whatever you've been doing, or watching TV, or on good old social media, all of those things that we're probably spending a little bit too much time doing. And just come into your body. So just come into your breath. No particular breath, just a natural in-breath and out-breath. Close down your eyes. Relax your hands, relax your fingers. Soften your knees a little so you feel the energy from the ground, from the earth, coming up through the soles of the feet. And step into your breath, so connecting to your breath, listening to your breath, noticing the length of your breath. Can you lengthen the breath a little more? Both the in-breath and the out-breath. Just begin to lower your right ear to right shoulder. Create a little space down the left side of the neck. You're not forcing the space, you're not pushing the body. We are literally here to stretch, connect, feel, and move. Trying to impress anyone, do anything crazy, just move our bodies. Move our bodies and connect. On your next inhale, bring the head to center. On your exhale, simply drop left ear, left shoulder. Breath into the right side of the neck even. And give it time and space to release. Might feel a little restricted, a little tight here. Inhale, head to center. As you exhale, just drop the chin to the chest. Some length down the back of the neck. Hold and breathe here. On your next in-breath, lift your gaze, open through the throat. So really stretch. Oh, I feel good. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, begin to roll the shoulders. We're going to take the shoulders back. And really, when you roll them, don't just do the movement smaller. Really open up. Really expand. Draw the shoulders forwards. Draw the shoulders back. And again, forwards and back. Open up, but really open the chest. Oh, feels so good. Sorry. This is honestly for you guys and also for me, right? Move the shoulders coming forwards. Forwards. I've not even been static and still this morning. I've been moving loads, but it just feels so good to connect to the body. Get out of the head. Take the arms out in front of you. Reach through the fingertips. Now take an inhale and open the chest up wide. Have a look at my thumbs. Turn the thumbs up. Lift the chest and the heart up. Tuck your pelvis, open up. And now as you exhale, wrap your arms around your body. Give yourself a real good squeeze and tuck the chin in. Do that again. So inhale, open chest and heart. Lift up. Exhale, the opposite wrap. So the one that you haven't just done. Tuck the chin. And again, inhale, lift up, open up. Find space in your heart, in your belly. Exhale, wrap yourself, give yourself a hug. Take one more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, wrap your arms around you. Oh, give yourself a squeeze. I miss hugging. Take an inhale, lift the arms up high. Take an exhale, take your right hand, listen, the right hand around your right wrist. So first finger and thumb around the right wrist. Take your left foot and step it behind you. Now take an inhale, push up through the heel of the left hand, and as you exhale, come over to the right side. You get this side body stretch, side body release. With the pelvis, tuck under a little, pull in through the belly and take that stretch. Maybe you look underneath the armpit, up to the ceiling, ground through the floor, ground through the feet. Breathe here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, uncross the feet. We're just going to take a straight, simple switch to the other side. Left foot, the finger and thumb of left hand around the right wrist and take your right foot behind your left. So find a cross, stabilize here. Tuck under through the pelvis, push through the heel of the right hand, inhale. Exhale, over to the left side. So feel the stretch and the release all the way down the right side of the body. Can you spiral the right side of the chest up a little more? And just do it if it feels available. We're not here to force or push or battle or fight. We need to stop fighting, right? Stop fighting all of that's happening and actually try and do our best to surrender into what it is. It's a waste of energy, trust me. You can't change things right now, we need to work with it. Take an inhale, come back through center. Take an exhale, uncross the legs. Relax the arms down. We're going to begin to rotate through the wrists. Create movements in the wrists. If you've been sat, typing, or been on your phone or whatever, all of that stuff, then we create a lot of tension. So really rotate through the wrists. Don't worry so much about what it looks like, just kind of feel into it. Rotate the other way. Feels kind of weird and awkward. Nice. And now shake the arms. You're going to shake the arms out. So really just shake. You might even shake the upper body a little bit. Oh, let's shake. Okay, close your eyes. Or you can watch me shake. Looking a bit silly. I don't care. Shake, shake, shake the arms, 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 shake the arms. Oh. Let it all go, let that energy release out through the fingertips, shake them a little harder. Oh, release. Oh, feels good. Let's work through the hips. If you've been sat down for periods of time, your hips here, your hip flexors are going to be like shortened. So we're going to work through them. So take the hands to the hips, take the butt back, push the pelvis forwards, open up, take it back. And again, worry less about what it looks like and work into how it feels. Stick the butt back and then push the pelvis forwards, open up. Moving through the hips, moving through the waist. Soften the knees maybe a little, and again, as much movement as you can create that feels good for your amazing body. Take it back the other way. Stick the butt back, push the pelvis forwards. Yeah. Let's take two more here. One more. Good. Alright, we're going to rotate right ankle. So you might come onto one foot and just rotate and create space in the ankle. These all seem like very basic little movements, but unless you take time to actually move into these joints, into your body, they become stiff, they become tight, they become uncomfortable. Nice. Do the other side. Rotate the ankle. Maybe you're smiling at me through the screen, that'd be nice. And then the other way. Yeah, and now shake out. Right leg. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Keep shaking. You fall over, that's okay. Shake the leg. Switch it over, shake the other leg. Shaking, shake the energy out, just move, get some energy moving through your body. Okay, from here, shake the arms again. Move through the body, move through the legs. Maybe you jump around. If I jump around anymore, my neighbours are going to absolutely kill me. So I can't, but you might. You might be able to jump up and down. If you're on a bottom floor flat or if you live in a house, then jump up and down and move some energy. Get it into you. Keep going. Keep going. Shake, 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 shake. Close your eyes and shake. Even your head, shake your head, shake your head, shake your head. Just move your body. So good. And then just come to stillness. Stillness. Close your eyes and feel the energy traveling through your body right now. Feel your body alive, awake, active, alert. Your breath as it enters and leaves your body, be present in that. Your hands to your heart. And you'll work into the body. Take an inhale, work into some sun salutations. Take an inhale, raise the arms up. So if this is your first time to any kind of sun salutation, take your time. As you exhale, forward fold to the ground. Bend your knees loads.
So take a moment here. Now bend the knees and connect the belly, chest and thighs. Give the head a little shake, yes and no. And take hold of the elbows or the forearms and just allow the head to be headed. You're releasing into the spine. Breathe here. Feel the spine lengthen as you hang. The head is heavy, so the more you can allow the head to just hang, the more the spine will then release. Release the hands to the ground. Step the right foot back behind you. Now lower your right knee and take the arms up on your inhale.
So hold here. With the pelvis, tuck your pelvis right under and open. So you should feel beautiful stretch, maybe not beautiful, depending on what's going on with your hips, into your right hip. Lift up with the arms. Sink a little deeper if you can. Give the hips some space. And then as you exhale, hands either side of the left foot, tuck your back toes under, push back, take downward facing dog.
So this might be your first downward facing dog ever. If it is, welcome. So we're working on lifting the butt up towards the ceiling. Bend the knees as much as you need to. You know, you might feel very restricted and tight in the hamstrings. The aim really is to really lengthen lower back. Now push into the hands, push the ground away, and breathe into the entire back body. As you inhale, make your way through, find your high plank.
So in high plank, stack the shoulders above the wrists, pull the belly in. Now, if you're struggling here, then lower the knees to the mat, but be aware of just dropping the hips down. Engage your belly, engage your core, awaken the abdominal muscles. And again, when we sit down long periods of time, our butt muscles and our abdominal muscles, they get real lazy. They just chill out. So we need to activate them. We need to keep them strong and working for us to keep our bodies still. Are you still there? Take an inhale, don't give up on me. As you exhale, maybe lower the knees or not, all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes, take a baby cobra here, open your chest. So the tops of the feet push down. In a holding baby cobra, pull your shoulder blades together and the elbows in towards each other. With the head, if you're doing this kind of chin, sticking your chin out, then draw it back in to the back of the neck as well. And you have to do this other thing called breathing. Don't hold your breath. Take an inhale. As you exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog.
Inhaling. Exhale. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, look to your thumbs and take lots of steps, feet to hands. So you might be bending the knees a lot, you might kind of stagger there, it might not look like I just made it look, it doesn't matter. Just arrive at the top of your mat. Let go of what it looks like and work into how it feels. Now slowly unroll and come to standing, allowing the head being the last thing to rise.
Bring your hands to your heart. Let's Go for the other side. So take an inhale, raise the arms up high. As you exhale, fold forwards to the ground. This time the left foot steps back long behind you. Lower the left knee down. And if you're on a tough, hard floor, then you can fold your mat over or place a cushion underneath the knee. Untuck your back toes and sweep the arms up. Now pelvis tucks under, so thrust your hip forwards and then sink into it, maybe a lot, maybe a little. But it just depends on where you're at with your flexibility. Pelvis is tucked low, lift up, open up the chest. Gaze forwards and tuck the chin in. If you're sat at a computer or on your phone a lot, the chin, just have a quick look at me. The chin kind of does this thing. We get this pokey forward head thing, which is not good for our neck, causes us a lot of pain in our neck. Plus, it doesn't look so great either. So pull it back. So it's like you're forming a bit of a double chin, which also doesn't look so great. But it's much better for the back of the neck. Breath in. Release your hands to either side of the right foot. Push back, take downward facing dog once again. Breathe here, inhaling. Exhale, so push the ground away, pedal out, move through your body and just work on lifting the butt up. So creating all this space in our back body. As you inhale, we'll come back to that high plank. We're going to keep the body strong. So push the ground away. Wrap the triceps. What I mean by that is that eye of elbow, point it to the front of the mat. And this will stabilize the shoulders. So the shoulder muscles, again, sat down long periods of time, they become weak. Our shoulders become rounded. We get pain in our shoulders, pain in our neck. So we want to keep the shoulders stable and strong. Lengthening spine, lower belly pulling in, squeeze the back, knees is your option. Elbows, sweep waist, lower to the ground. Untuck toes, baby cobra in breath. So push tops of the feet down, activating back body. Tuck your pelvis under. So we're lengthening lower back, activating butt, and draw the chin in. Elbow squeeze. So many little tips, just helping your beautiful posture. Tuck your toes and make your way back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath, inhaling. Exhale. And another one. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze to your thumbs and walk once again. Feet to the front, towards the front of the mat. Take the feet hip width apart. Bend the knees a lot. Maybe swing a little side to side. The head go. The neck go. Just feel into your body. How good does it feel to just move? To just breathe. To just step out of the head and into our breath. Keep the legs bent. Take your left hand into the center, or right hand, sorry, into the center of the mat, and then extend. You're going to bend into your right knee and extend your left leg and lift the left arm up. So you take this stretch into the left side of the chest, into the left outer hip, and again, it might feel amazing, it might not feel amazing, but don't fight it, don't battle it, just breathe into it. Please don't hold your breath. Release the hand down. So we're going to switch it over, bend into the left knee, left hand down, right arm rises, reach up. Release the hand down. And now take your feet a little bit wider. I'm going to work with this. You might want to come a little bit more to the center of the mat. Take your feet wider, sit your butt down. So you're coming into something called yogic squat. Now, we all look so different in this pose. The heels might be elevated up, and that's okay. If they're really elevated, try taking the feet wider. It can be a lot of restriction in the hips or in the groin or in the lower back, in the Achilles, all these things. Okay, so we're going to hold here for a few moments. Now have your hands to the ground to support you or your hands to your heart. And also, if you're up here, then that's okay too. Everything's welcome. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. Taking your time, the groin, the hips open up. Now bring your hands to the ground, so stretch your arms forwards as far as you can. Tuck the chin in, so you're creating rounding through your back. Take an inhale here. Now as you exhale, lift the butt up towards the ceiling and turn the toes forwards as you do that. Now your legs might not be straight, they might be bent loads, and that's okay, so work with that. Take an inhale. As you exhale, turn the toes back out, sit the butt back towards the heel. Keep reaching forwards through the fingertips, and you're going to get this full back body release. Take an inhale. Take an exhale, do it again. Oh. Inhale. Exhale. Sink down. We'll do it one more time. Take an inhale. Take an exhale, butt lifts. Turn toes forwards. Breath. Slowly lower down. And you can make your way onto your hands and your knees. So lift up, coming up onto the knees. Take your hands to your lower back to support you. Tuck your pelvis under, pull the belly in, and actually rather than turning the fingers down, if you can, turn the fingers up. But again, work with your chest and your shoulders, that might not be available. The chest might be a little too restricted. Mine is quite tight actually. Take an inhale, tuck your pelvis under, lift up across your chest. So we're not going into camel pose, none of that. I just want you to squeeze your butt and lift your chest. So you're just creating this space across your heart. Draw the chin in. Keep drawing the elbows towards each other. Another breath. Slowly release. Come down, back onto your hands and your knees. Stay with me. You're nearly there. We're going to work into the forearms. So we get a lot of tightness, a lot of restriction into our forearms. So I want you to start by turning the fingertips back towards the knees. And you might find that doing one at a time works better for you, but if you can, then do two. So fingertips back towards the knees. Make sure you're externally rotating, not internally rotating the shoulders. Place the toes to the ground. So some of you might sit butt back to heels. That might be too much. And again, just honor where you're at. Give your body breath. Give your mind space. And let go of the need for anything to be perfect. Just knowing that actually just stopping and breathing and moving the body is going to benefit you hugely. Connecting and feeling into your body, connecting to your breath. Gives your mind some space. Another breath. Come back onto the hands. Turn the hands back round. Ooh. I'm going to switch it up. So we will do one at a time for this because it can be quite intense. So you're going to turn, for the next one, you're going to turn the fingers back towards the knee. Right hand will do. So the back of the hand goes down. Now for some of you, you might be really bent in this elbow. And that's quite normal. It's just where there's a restriction there. If you can, extend the arm, but don't worry so much. And if you can, just wrap the triceps a little. And just hold. And think positive, nice things. Not this is excruciating. Even though it might be. Breathe there. Send breath to the area of tension. Give it another breath. Release. Give that right hand a little shake. Ooh, ouchie.
Switch it over. So back of the left hand to the mat. Extend if you can through the left arm. But don't worry if you can't. I've done this a million times, at least. And I still feel that restriction and that tension there. So this is your first time to doing it. That wasn't to make you feel worse. That was to kind of make you feel better. It does get better. But our forearms, they're tight, they're restricted, they're doing a lot. You think the muscles, the hands are working all the time. All the muscles connected into the hands and from the forearms. And release. Right. Take a seat back to the heels. And if this position is uncomfortable for you, then you can grab a block and place a block between the butt and the heel, like so. Or you can come onto your butt, whatever works. And take your hands. Firstly, let's interlace the hands and rotate at the wrist. And then take it back the other way. Now, bring your hands, you're going to bring your fingers into, there's a bone here called your occipital bone, and it's right at the base of your skull. And I want you to take your fingers and take it in towards the occipital bone. And you just put a little bit of pressure there. And you should be like, that kind of noise. And then with your fingers now, you're going to walk your fingers down the back of your neck. You're giving your neck some attention, a little bit of release. So keep going. And you can push when I say as hard as you like don't be mean to yourself, but go with what feels nice or feels good. So go all the way down the back of the neck, into the shoulders. Keep pushing, oh, so good. And then come around to the outside of the neck, so we're working up a muscle called the scalenes. As you work up, it might be real tight, really restricted. That's okay. Just give it some time to release. Just giving ourselves a little massage. Keep going. It's the only one we're gonna get. Keep going. Yeah, and then come to the back. Or back up to the occipital bone. Release. And now bring your hands, spread your hands wide. You're going to bring them into the back of the head. We'll start there. And now you're going to open and close your hands. Open and close your hands. To the back, into the crown of the head. And just be like, oh. I hope you're with me on that. That's it. Keep going, keep going. And then come up a little bit more into the top of the head. You've got hair, you should be messing your hair up. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Move the hands, open and close the hands. Massage your beautiful head. Release. Bring the first finger and thumb, first two fingers to your temples and begin to just circulate the fingers into the temples. Breathe. There's two more. Release. Leave your hair in a mess as it is. Take your hands to your knees with the palms of the hands facing up. Close down your eyes. Notice your breath. Notice how your physical body feels. Any sensations. Be aware of the state of the mind compared to when we started creating these movements half an hour ago.
So be aware of how you feel emotionally. Sometimes when you slow down, when you step away, then you can have emotions arise. And to be honest with you, a lot at the moment, you'll probably feel like you're on this emotional roller coaster. I do too. And we just gotta ride the waves, right? Ride the waves, go with it, because we're slowing down. Taking time to be with ourselves, to step internal, and when that happens, some of the stuff, it comes up, stuff that we've buried. But we need to sit with that and be with it, because when we sit with it and we be with it and we feel it, then we heal it. And the palms of your hands, they join together in gratitude. Thank you for so much for spending this time with me. And I hope I've helped you to feel a little bit better. Perhaps you have more energy. I just hope that by connecting to your body, to your breath, having this time with each other, even though it is through a virtual screen, you feel a little bit freer in your mind and in your body. Thank you so much. This helps me lots to keep you going, to keep you moving, to practice with you. It helps me loads. So I'm grateful to all of you for watching. If you enjoyed it and you want to make a donation, there's no pressure at all. If you're in a place where you can afford to make a donation, then I'll pop the link just underneath the video that I share. Thank you so much to every single one of you. Have an amazing rest of the day, and